If you watched the first Republican presidential debate this week, there's no doubt you took note of the young, brash candidate with a big smile at the center of the stage, 38-year-old Vivek Ramaswamy. He attended Harvard, then Yale Law School, where he made millions before he graduated by getting involved in biotech investing. As the New York Times reports, Ramaswamy's talent in his biotech career was for rallying investors, drumming up hype around a business venture to raise money from those investors. He did it quite successfully multiple times, getting multi-million-dollar payouts for himself along the way. Ramaswamy gained political notoriety when he released his first book called Woke Inc., which focuses on his theory that, quote, woke politics has infiltrated the business world and that woke capitalism is a scam of liberal invention, costing Americans money and their values. And this week, just 6 months after Ramaswamy announced his campaign for president, he capitalized on his first time in the national spotlight. He was the most Googled name during the debate. His campaign reported that in the hours after the debate, he raked in nearly $500,000 from donors. His campaign manager told the New York Times that number neared $650,000 within 24 hours. Ramaswamy's campaign slogan is the word truth, not to be confused with the former president's social media site, Truth Social. Ramaswamy speaks about many of his ideas invoking the word truth, as if his ideas are indisputable, black and white facts. He touts what he calls his 10 principles of truth on social media and on the campaign trail and on his website, where he displays the list under a quote by Thomas Jefferson: "We hold these truths to be sacred and undeniable," as if Thomas Jefferson wrote these words about these particular truths, some sort of an endorsement from Thomas Jefferson. In fact, he recited the list this week on the debate stage. Listen.
God is real. There are two genders. Fossil fuels are a requirement for human prosperity. Reverse racism is racism. An open border is not a border. Parents determine the education of their children. The nuclear family is the greatest form of governance known to man. Capitalism lifts us up from poverty. There are 3 branches of government, not 4. And the U.S. Constitution, it is the strongest guarantor of freedom in human history. That is what won us the American Revolution. That is what will win us the revolution of 2024.
Now, behind the smile and the charismatic quips are some ideas and beliefs that are really quite alarming. Vivek Ramaswamy has peddled dangerous conspiracy theories about January 6th, claiming it was driven by excessive government censorship. He pushed as recently as this month a conspiracy about 9/11, suggesting it may have been an inside job by the U.S. government. His campaign claims he was misquoted, but the recently released audio recording of the incident sure makes it sound like he was, in fact, pushing the conspiracy. And then there are his policy ideas. He believes the United States should stop providing aid to Ukraine immediately, that Ukraine should concede the Donbas region to Russia. He wants to raise the voting age to 25 unless young people serve in the military or pass a test. He's pledged to abolish key government agencies like the FBI, the Department of Education, and the IRS. He said that the climate change agenda is a hoax and that increased investment in fossil fuels are a necessity for human flourishing. He has promised to pardon Donald Trump on his first day in office, and it doesn't end there. Just yesterday, Ramaswamy said he would like Elon Musk as an advisor when he wins the presidency, and then he likened the progressive Democratic representative Ayanna Pressley and the activist and author Ibram Kendi to grand wizards of the Ku Klux Klan. He just said 2 people. 2 black progressive people are like grand wizards of the Ku Klux Klan. And by the way, he said that climate change refugees, of which at last count there was an estimated 20 million, simply don't exist. And he believes social welfare programs are incentivizing young women to abandon the idea of a nuclear family and has convinced them to avoid traditional marriage. Ramaswamy has been gaining on DeSantis in recent polls, though still trailing Trump by about 50 points. He was cheered and booed and faced heavy criticism and gained lots of new donors. True, his presidential bid is still a very long shot, but eyes wide open as we see a brand new conspiracy theorist start taking the spotlight.